Hi, welcome back. You've reached the Everything Else extravaganza. Hope your week has been smashing. I am your host, Tim, and I am joined with my co-host, Darren.
Hello, Tim.
Hey, Darren, welcome back to another episode. How's your week been?
Great.
Good. Hope you all have had a good week out there, too. Excuse me. So what's on the menu for this week, Darren?
Well, we're going to do as normal here with the 80s extravaganza. We like to just do random topics and sort of things that sort of happened in the 80s and 90s. We're not too biased. We'll take the 90s stuff too. But I really wanted to talk about 1988's Little Shop of Horrors.
Little Shop of Horrors, yes.
So, what a cast.
Oh, exactly. Which is funny because I remember seeing this movie younger, maybe not 1988, because I know it was like a Broadway musical for many years, and then they turned it into a movie. For me, as a youngster, musicals really didn't go very far in my way of life. I never really gave them the credit that they may have deserved. And then until recently, God bless Tubi, because guess what's on there? Little Shop of Horrors. And hey, I had 2 hours of nothing. So because the thing that actually made me want to rewatch this movie was, as you said, was the cast.
Yes, absolutely.
I always remember the Steve Martin dentist song.
Yes.
I always, every time I go to the dentist, you'll be a dentist. That made me laugh. And so I rewatched it. And on my rewatching, I got to say, I really enjoyed it. The songs aren't bad. The people I forgot were in it. I forgot about the whole Bill Murray scene. That was awesome. But
yeah, I mean, I wanted to like this movie when I was a kid. I remember watching it coming out and going, "Oh my gosh, Steve Martin."
Tell you when Rick Moranis was on top of the world.
Rick Moranis on top of the world. And you're just like, okay, there's a weird sort of a talking plant.
Yeah.
Like this has got to be. This is right up my alley. I love bizarre comedies, And when I tried to like this as a kid, but I just could not get into it because I just didn't like musicals. I mean, musicals were just too much for me and when this came out in 88 or whatever. So I just, and like you said, I remember hearing that it came from like a Broadway, thing. And, so now though, so as I wanted to give it another shot, as we always like to try to do, we like to try to give things another shot around here. And, so it being on Tubi, I thought, well, let's check it out. And, because of the cast, like this is when they were in their prime. You're talking the best comedians of all time in their prime. So it can't be that bad. And even if it is, I still just love seeing these guys in their prime. Yeah. And it just, takes me back.
Like maybe they'll give me a laugh.
And so watching it, I definitely, the songs didn't, not only did it bother me, but I kind of liked them. Like you said, the dentist song, actually, I kind of really liked that. And then, Steve Martin's performance was so hilarious. Yeah. I mean, he's just going full on, and he's riding the motorcycle. He jumps off and it's still going. Yeah. And, I mean, there's just all these little sort of slight side gags that are going on that you really just got to keep watching. And of course it's so like wild and colorful, and the sets are great, Yeah. And, but it's just, it's something that I actually found myself enjoying it. I really was like, I don't know if I'll watch it again really soon. Right. Yeah. Or, maybe one day again I'll watch it, but I don't think I'll,
it's funny because I didn't realize, I had no idea that Tisha Campbell was one of the singers.
I know.
From, the TV show Martin. I mean, at the time, I had no idea who. They're just three singers,
exactly.
But saw her name pop up. I'm like, oh, okay. But there's a couple people that, and you see, oh yeah. And
right.
then, like I say, the whole Bill Murray, the mouthful of cotton and stuff. And
wanting pain and stuff like that. And then Jim Belushi was the guy at the end, was the reporter at the end. And so was her dad, who was the owner of the plant store. He's I can't remember his name, but he's been in a lot of movies. He was in he's a kind of a famous actor. But anyways,
I can't think. It's been a couple months, but I kind of know who you're talking about. I can't remember.
And Christopher Guest is in it. So it's just and of course, let's not forget the whole point. John Candy as the DJ.
That's right.
Yeah, and so that was one of my points of bringing this up was John Candy once again just being kind of stealing him and Rick Moranis. They sort of, whenever they're together, they sort of steal the show. And I thought about it, and I thought, oh, that's right. That's funny because John Candy was supposed to play the Rick Moranis part in Ghostbusters originally, and then he suggested Rick Moranis for Ghostbusters, which made him a household name.
Right.
So, I mean, kind of a, definitely something that I didn't like, but I've gotten older, and because of the fact that these were the best comedians in their prime, it just it's worth watching.
Yeah, so, it's a fun watch. It's like you said, it's obscure. The whole plant eating or sucking blood thing was just like okay, but it's
a bizarre movie.
I don't regret watching it. I mean, because the Audrey, she was. I remember her being hotter when I was younger. Her voice annoying me a little more than it did, because she's got that. I don't know if it's a Bronx accent or just a lisp or.
Yeah, it's. I mean, she's doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be because then she breaks into that singing and she's got like that, a killer set of pipes, but I definitely think she's sort of creating the accent, which it kind of annoys me too a little bit, but I think it's supposed to, right? It's supposed to grind. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just a bizarre movie all the way around. Yeah. So, but I don't know what, never really knew what to make of it. And, is it a comedy? Is it but it works, it works, and I liked it. So I would definitely suggest anybody out there to go ahead and watch Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah, check it out.
Check it out on the.
What do you guys think of Little Shop of Horrors? You can always email us at arnoldorstallone@gmail.com and let's open up a forum here. Let's see. Love it, hate it.
So that would have been the second Steve Martin, John Candy sort of movie that they've done together. Yeah. So I was trying to think of movies that they've done, but I could only think of those two. I think,
that I don't think there were any others because it's also the second one with Steve Martin and Rick Moranis. Because I just watched My Blue Heaven the other day.
My Blue Heaven.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if they did another one because then Rick Moranis had to take time off to go.
Yeah.
Which I guess he's coming back for Spaceballs 2. So.
Right. Yeah. So My Blue Heaven. There's a good one. Don't sleep on My Blue Heaven.
Yeah.
And of course, another good Rick Moranis would be Strange Brew for everybody out there. Not to know if you want to know the original sort of Rick Moranis and how he got famous. And because everybody knows, of course, Ghostbusters and How I Shrunk the Kids and all those other ones. We're trying to give you more obscure type movies that maybe you haven't seen.
Because I do believe this is the only showing of Steve Martin and Bill Murray. I don't think they ever did a movie together.
That's what I thought when they were in the chair together. I thought, did Bill Murray and Steve Martin ever do another movie together? And I thought, oh, of course they did. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, I don't think they did. Nothing
that really jumps out to me. I don't remember.
I mean, obviously they were in Saturday Night Live together,
because it's funny because Steve Martin was never a cast member of Saturday Night Live.
Was just,
but they played together when he was the host.
When he was the host, sure. Not necessarily on the cast, but he was.
Which is funny because I always thought Steve Martin was a cast member, but he never was.
No,
because he just hosted it a lot.
He just hosted it a lot. Yeah, he was one of their best hosts. So
yeah,
it's funny when these guys sort of make these sort of, obscura movies that work though. I mean, we talked about one that didn't work, which was last time in our extravaganza, which was Nothing to Lose. Now this was another one where you have these great comedians in their prime, almost the same cast.
Yeah.
It just didn't work. Little Shop of Horrors worked.
Yeah. It's amazing what a story can do for the talent.
Well, yeah, and it's just yes, that too, right? An actual decent premise,
right? Yeah. So,
but no, go ahead, check that out. It's not too bad. It's not as bad as maybe you remembered when you were young.
Right. Yeah. So I agree with you there. So, yeah, no, that was a good little tidbit there. Like I say, what do you guys think? Let us know. And anything you'd like to add there in closing?
Nope.
So again, thank you all for checking us out, and we will see you next week.
Thank you.